The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Former Senator Bongbong Marcos is now visiting the vote-rich province of Batangas. To give us the latest, we have Marian Enriquez joining us live from Balayan, Batangas. Good morning, Marian. Could you tell us where ex-Senator Marcos Jr. is at the moment?
Yes, good morning, Charles. We're actually here in Balayan Government Center and we're waiting for the arrival of presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos and his running mate, Mayor Inday Sara Duterte. Actually, the organizers are saying that they are expecting about 4,000 supporters here in the area. And we've also seen earlier Batangas Governor Godo Mandanas and Vice Governor Mark Leviste.
Right, I'm seeing lots of red and green there behind you. Could you tell us what are some of the activities lined up for the UNIT team today?
Yes, Charles, based on the itinerary or the initial itinerary we have, after their event here in Balayan, the UNIT team will be proceeding to Calatagan where they will be having lunch, and I think there will also be an event at the Calatagan Gymnasium by 1 in the afternoon. Charles?
All right, Man, are we expecting Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte to accompany Marcos Jr. today? And how about the members of the senatorial slate?
Yes, Charles, we've received information that Mayor Sara Duterte will also be attending the campaign rally of UNIT team here in Balayan. And actually, we've received also confirmation that senatorial bet Harry Roque is already here in the area. We haven't seen any of the other senatorial bets, but we are seeing several supporters of Mark Villar, Mig Zubiri, and Harry Roque.
For the Marcos Duterte UNIT team after their day in Batangas?
Charles, I didn't quite get you there, but after this, I think Bongbong Marcos will be having a campaign rally in Sorsogon tomorrow, while Mayor Inday Sara will be in Valenzuela in Metro Manila. Charles.
Thanks for that, Marian, and do stay safe. That was Marian Enriquez reporting live from Balayan in Batangas. Senatorial candidate Herbert Bautista acknowledges that there were abuses in the implementation of President Duterte's drug war. The former Quezon City mayor told the chiefs that the general idea of Oplan Tokhang is not all that bad. He said it was supposed to be a double-barrel solution to the drug problem, which addresses both law enforcement and the rehabilitation of addicts. But Bautista said Duterte focused too much on flawed law enforcement, which led to the killing of thousands of individuals. And he added that the next administration should give equal focus to the judicial and rehabilitation process for a more holistic approach on the drug war.
We have to look at the holistic or comprehensive view of ano nga ba yung drug war policy natin. Nakita na natin, natuto na tayo dito sa law enforcement. Marami ng kasong nakafile. Yung kay De Los Santos, malinaw na, nakulong na yung mga pulis. Alam na natin gagawin natin dyan. We must now heavily invest in rehabilitation, in education, and strengthening of the judicial system.
Senatorial candidate Samira Gutok says she will seek a probe into the Bayanihan Act should she win the upcoming elections. On 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Gutok said many Filipinos appeared to have not received enough cash aid during the onset of the pandemic, from funds under the Bayanihan to Heal As One Act. Gutok cites experiences of beneficiaries that she met during campaign sorties. And the senatorial candidate says she also wants to continue the investigation into misused pandemic funds and the supposed underpayment of rural health workers.
When I go around these sorties po around the country, pag minimension ko po ayuda at sabi ko idiretso sa deposit nyo, talagang hiyawan sila. They feel na siguro hindi nakukompleto or nagkukulang yung suporta ng gobyerno o kaya barangay captains, although not everyone, ay kailangan siguro talagang makita na aktual na ibigay lahat sa bawat isa.
The Philippines is planning to push through with its procurement of helicopters from Russia, despite its ongoing conflict with Ukraine. But experts warn that this decision could also lead to global sanctions being imposed on the Philippines. Camille Samonte with the report.
Despite Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Philippines plans to continue its purchase of heavy-lift helicopters from Russia. The Defense Department explains the down payment for the choppers had already been settled at the start of the year. The country acquired 16 Mi-17 helicopters with a total price tag of 12.8 billion pesos.
Tutuloy natin yan dahil kailangan din natin yung heavy lift helicopters na yan. Especially sa disaster relief operations natin, napaka-importante yan. Hopefully, matutuloy yung ano natin. We are waiting for the helicopters to be finished and to be delivered to us.
But for experts on international defense and security, continuing this purchase has several implications. They say this may cause the Philippines to be sanctioned under CAATSA, or the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act. Experts explain countries that continue dealings and transactions with the Russian defense and intelligence sectors may face sanctions from the United States.
Kung magiging enabler ang Pilipinas para makarecover economically ang Russia, ay maaaring makaranas tayo ng retaliation from Western powers.
Russia's trade and economy has been crippled by global sanctions amid the ongoing conflict affecting logistical transactions. With these, the Philippines might expect delays in the manufacturing and deliveries of the choppers.
Yung production ng helicopter na yon, given just in case humaba tong gera sa Ukraine, at of course magkaroon din ng more tension with the West and NATO. And the Russian military will have to manufacture more weapons, not for export, but for their own use.
How are you going to transfer payments? Ano ba yung bank systems gagamitin mo? If the banks start shutting down, no? How are you going to transport them, no? If ports are closing to Russian commerce.
Once the deal pushes through, a military analyst warns the said deal with Russia may change other countries' perception of the Philippines.
Can you imagine countries like Ukraine will look at us and say to us, you're financing the Russians? Ganon yun, no? Kasi, okay, sana kung agricultural goods yan. Okay, sana kung kotse yan. Or tractors. Hindi, you're buying military hardware. Saan ginagamit ang military hardware? Diba, in attacking Ukrainians, right? So Ukraine is going to look at us and wonder, why are you still buying from them? The money that you're paying them is going to be used to finance their war against us.
Another expert notes that the deal with Russia is critical to the next administration. That's why the government must assure the public that the deal is worth the investment.
We should hold some people accountable just in case nothing comes out from the deal. So this will be the responsibility of the next administration.
The DND has yet to issue a statement regarding these recent developments. For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall met with Gilas coach Chot Reyes last night to talk about the upcoming schedule of Gilas Pilipinas. With the Asian Games, SEA Games, and qualifiers keeping Gilas busy, Coach Chot is looking at the PBA Commissioner to supplement his lineup. Marshall said he will discuss the matter with the PBA board on Monday, but he said he's open to compromise and to send reinforcements for the upcoming East Asia Super League.
Ganon teams ang ipapadala natin. Kung gusto nila, di ba? Pero ang usapan kasi sa ESL, sa top 4 ng PBA, lottery. Pero pwede namin ibigay sa Gilas kung gusto nila, di ba? So, kailangan masabi lang din sa board na gano'n. So, walang problema sa atin.
Time now for a quick look at some of today's headlines. The Trade Department is pushing for on-site work in areas under Alert Level 1. But an employers group admits transportation and crowded workplaces will be a challenge. The death toll in the Russian invasion of Ukraine has climbed to more than 500. But some Filipinos refuse to go home to the Philippines despite the ongoing repatriation efforts. And Senator Spring Lacson and Manny Pacquiao said they're against the idea of COMELEC telling candidates in advance the topics to be discussed in presidential debates. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us later at 11 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.